Making sure snakes have a voice, providing them with agency, giving them the opportunity to choose whether they interact with us or not, or whether they interact with other things in their environment or not, is extremely important in optimizing their well-being. We do that at behavior education through cooperative shifting behaviors. We teach the snakes to voluntarily shift in and out of their enclosures, either through target training or with stations. The snakes always have the option to not engage in an activity if they are being asked to come out via a target or via a station. If it's an emergency or if there is an actual need that we must take them out and they won't be able to say no, we have a separate protocol for that, which involves a no-choice cue. These clips are all from August 2022 at Behavior Education at Spirit Keeper Animal Sanctuary, and this is just Himmer quickly shifting out of his habitat onto an activity stand that we have on wheels that we rolled up next to his enclosure, opening the door and giving him the choice to come out if he wanted to, and he opted to do that. We did the same thing on this day with our bull snake, Rodney. She is used to doing this and she has several options. If we roll the activity stand up to her enclosure and open the door, she can obviously opt to come out or not. We don't force her to come out if she opts not to come out. On this day, she opted to come out. She has learned over the years that one of several things might happen if she chooses to come out onto the activity station. She might just get to roam around the activity station. She may get handled. We may use her to make a video. She might go to outreach, or at least prior to the pandemic, she maybe would go to an outreach activity. She may get fed. She may get a target training session. She may get a food acquisition activity where we hide food for her to find. Or she may have access to an exercise tent where she's free to spend as long as she wants and roam around the exercise tent with or without food. Sometimes we hide food in there for her and sometimes we don't. On this particular day, she opted to come out onto the activity station, and I had an exercise tent activity set up for her down below. So in just a minute, you will see my cue to put her back into her enclosure is when she shifts into her shift box. So we just use an empty laundry detergent container. It's plastic. We put that wherever Rodney is, whether she's in the exercise tent or on the activity station or at an outreach. We set this near Rodney, and if she goes into this shift container, that's our clue that she wants to go back to her habitat or she wants to go back into her travel tote, and we pick her up and we put her away. And that's the end of her activity for the day. On this day, she spent several hours in that tent, and it's dark by now. This is an example of a day when Rodney opted not to come out onto the activity station, and we give her the opportunity. We open that door for her, both literally and figuratively, and if she chooses not to engage in the activity on a particular day, if she opts out, then we are finished. We don't force her to come out and engage in any type of activity, of course, unless it's an emergency.